Thank you for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Lupus Has No Face, where we talk about real life, real struggles, and lupus and beyond. I'm your host, Savannah Burks, with our special guest, Bear B, is in the building today.
Yeah. It's very being a bit. You know what time it is. CEO Elite Grind. Come get these clothes, man. We just more than a clothing line. We got a record label, video production company, all that.
Ooh, we're going to get into all of that. I like how your energy coming off.
I like how your energy. Listen. Even though I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Some of you ain't gonna tell the truth, but I was a little late today.
Yes, he was.
Due to running around, but she kept 100. Her energy was smooth. She didn't have an attitude, so I'm cool with it. You already started off good with me. Good to go.
Energy is everything. We'll be talking about more than a diagnose while building a life you love. So, how was your ride in today? Since you was late and all of the extra stuff.
The commute here, Let me tell you, even when it ain't raining or it's raining a little bit, people be acting like they scared to drive. So I had to deal with that. So coming all the way from Waukesha, for some reason, they like to slow down around where Moreland at. So I was just sitting there for like a good hour or so. So
I believe you. And then them lanes, the more you go down that one, I don't know what 43, 94, whatever, it eventually turned into 2 lanes. Yeah. All that construction, I can't stand it. So I definitely know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. So with all that being said, right, let's just talk about a little bit what happened yesterday.
Okay.
I was scared as shit yesterday. Was you scared?
So I was, only reason I wasn't scared because I know Wisconsin. That wasn't really a tornado that they seen. That was just like some heavy wind. That was not a tornado. That was not. There's too many buildings and shit here for us to have a tornado like that. So
you think
I don't.
So?
Yeah, that shit would have stopped downtown. That shit got to form on water. So it's like, come on, man.
I was scared. Windows was busted where I was at. I was really having a hard time. Yesterday was really overwhelming for me. But, everything is everything. So we're here today. So with further ado, right, when you hear the phrase more than a diagnose, what does that personally mean to you?
More than a diagnose?
Yes, what does that personally mean to you?
Maybe it goes beyond the diagnosis. Like maybe there's something else. Maybe it's something that can't be diagnosed, or there's something that's worse than a diagnosis. But like I don't.
No, I just wanted to know your genuine answer. Like, what does that mean to you when you hear more than a diagnosis? When someone is diagnosed with something,
I think it's like either worse or less than what we think it is. It's either between those two.
It's not a right or wrong answer.
Okay, so I'm thinking because it was one of them trick questions, but like just listening to it, just sound like a little. In the human mind, it just sound like a little worse, but it could be less than that. So.
It's not right or wrong.
So, what's your answer for it then?
What's my answer? More than diagnosed, meaning that sometimes when people are diagnosed, right, they think their life is ended. Sometimes they probably not hearing what the doctor actually really said that they diagnosed with it, so they feel like they haven't started living a life, or why now, or why me, and all of the extra things. When you can really actually live a healthy life with any diagnosis,
right?
So that's what that means to me.
So what made you come up with that? Because I have never in my life, all these years, I'm not going to tell you how old I'm a dinosaur, but I've never been asked this question.
Because when people, especially been on a podcast like this, right, for autoimmune disease, we have to teach and educate, right? Okay. That's one of the things we have to do with the nation, at least for me. So somebody that's living well with lupus like myself, I can remember when I was told that I had it. And I went through all of the changes. And now that I'm living healthy with it, I would have never knew or understand what more than a diagnosis even look like. But I understand it now. So I can understand how sometimes people are scared
Mm-hmm.
and stressed out and all of the things when they first hear that they're diagnosed with
Or
something.
something, yeah. That I mean, just hearing that word, you just like, oh shit.
It's like a negative,
It's
right?
just yeah, it just don't sound like. But you know, everybody being diagnosed with something like it's like when you go to the hospital or the ER, you diagnosed with food poisoning. I know, so I mean, even without being diagnosed, we all diagnosed with something and shit. You know what I mean? Whether it be like half of the people that's walking around never went to go get their brain checked out. Some of these people you know off and
True.
ain't go get diagnosed, but you know they diagnosed with something because why you being like that? Because why you acting like that? Why your attitude like that? People take it. They people just don't. I don't think people appreciate life now. Um, the world has become more sensitive due to this.
Oof, yes.
Due to this, even though it helps us to get out and reach people and things of that nature, but it also made us sensitive as fuck. You can't play with certain words no more because somebody gonna feel a certain way. You can't. People don't get up and appreciate just walking. Like it's people in there that ain't got no legs right now and they want to walk. You sitting up here just sitting in the house because you just want to sit in the house. Like just being weird. And they don't pray. You wake up with bad energy. Like how can you be have bad energy and you just woke up? You don't know what your body gonna do when they go to sleep.
Mm.
You do what I'm saying?
You know what? That's really good. And you're talking about mental illness, right?
Mm,
A lot of people are not educated. They don't want to hear like, oh, I might have a mental illness because that sounds like a negative to the world, right? So they don't want to learn. They don't want to go through the steps to get diagnosed so they can better understand why they're acting the way that they're acting. Because for somebody that's not in my field or for people that's not caring like you, and they are coming in contact with other people, that could end in a bad situation, right? Because no one cares. You still have a two negative.
mm,
But for someone like my background and someone that you have, seem like you have some education in mental health, would be like, that's not normal.
it's not.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm,
a lot of people with mental illnesses, for one, they probably don't know that they have it. And for two, they probably scared to get the help for it because they hear so many horrible stories on being on a medication that can help them.
mm,
And in reality is we all are on a spectrum. It's just is a problem when we're not able to function on the spectrum that we're on.
right.
So that's when the medication and all that therapists and all that stuff comes into place. But mental health is very real. It's very it should be more light shedded on there. But it's not because it's
Right.
like you look like how you look, I look how I look. He and she know what she doing.
They know what they people like. You could diagnose. Everybody know what's wrong with them. I'm not even gonna sit up here and hold you and act like everybody don't know what's wrong with them. Yes, some people don't. And there's a lot of people that don't do the you know certain things that's going on up top. But for the majority of the people that know what's going on and really be paying attention to what's going on, they can get up and pay a bill. They can go have sex. They don't know nothing, but y'all can count a check and get some money. I ain't trying to hear none of that. You ain't stupid. You know how to pay for sex. You know how
Did
to.
you say pay?
Listen. These people be playing stupid.
Some of them do.
You dig what I'm
Some of
saying?
them do, and some of them it don't dawn on them until they're by themselves. Like, dang,
I'm fucked up.
I messed up. But then it's like, okay, once you realize that you messed up, do you go get the help? Do you use the tools that you need to use in order to prevent situations or not be in these type of situations? And it just it's so broad. It's so
There's
many
a
things that you can do.
disconnect right there.
It's a disconnect.
Yeah, when it comes to, I don't know what it is about people and treating themselves, but when it comes to treating it, they quick to treat somebody else or have a diagnosis for somebody else. But when it comes to them, most people don't want to take accountability. And I just never understood that. But I don't get in the mind of people know because I take accountability for that shit. But some people don't. Some people really know they be fucked up and still go through
But that's
with
the
some fucked
enabling
up stuff.
process, right?
Mm,
So if you have a group of people around you that's never telling you what you did is wrong, that's not holding you accountable, that's not having these uncomfortable conversations with you, and they're just yes people. You could never ever heal in that environment. So when you meet someone that's not like your kind, you think that they are negative, they're combative, it's always arguing and so on and so forth. But it's not that, it's just what you're not used to and you're not giving it an opportunity to have an open mind to really stare your face in the mirror, because you like, nobody else told me this, but they all know. So they're hindering you too.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't grow. You will never grow being around people like that. So it's very important to have people around you that's going to be able to talk to you and let you know, like, yo, you messed up. That was not okay. Holding you accountable for things. I feel like a lot of grown men don't do that more so as women do,
No.
because it causes conflict.
Yeah.
And people don't want conflict. But it's like you got to be uncomfortable to grow, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So before we get into the rest of that, for people that do not know who you are, can you introduce yourself to our audience and share a little bit about your journey and what connected you to this conversation?
Okay, so my name is Brian Beverly, but everybody call me Bear B. Um, CEO of Elite Grind, which is a clothing line, a record company, video production company. Shit, just everything really. So I'm trying to get off into selling my own clone too. So I'll tell you about that a little later. But that's a new venture I'm trying to get into. So yeah, it's a little lane that they scared to play, but I'm doing it. I don't give no fuck. Um,
You
I
gotta
heard
try it.
I heard about this podcast because you not only do I watch it from time to time, but you are a good friend with JJ, and he just talks about this all the time. And the conversations that you have is deep. And I done had conversations with you before too,
Yes.
so then it just ain't like our first time having a conversation. But your conversation go deeper than most. So I feel like this is something I feel like since you invited me up here, I can open up to you about certain things. Like most podcasts, I wouldn't even go to. Like I'm not gonna go do that podcast.
And why is that?
Because people like twist words. I don't see you doing that. Like I said, I came in here with positive energy. You can be like, nigga, you late. Woo, fuck you, nigga. Get off my podcast. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I ain't doing this with you no more. But you embraced me with open arms. You understood that. So I'm like, okay, her energy where it's supposed to be. So, and then I not only have a conversation with you, you just cool in the mud. So I'm like, okay, I can open up this podcast. So I'm giving you get that to ask me these questions. I ain't going to ask for all the other podcasts. Don't ask me what she finna ask me because you're not going to get away with it.
Well, thank you. I feel honored. I appreciate that.
Okay, so you want to know the journey?
Yes.
As far as what? As far as the music, or you just talking clothes?
So, well, I want to. So, you told me about what connected you to this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I want you to tell the audience, how did you get into your clothing and your music, and where they can find you at?
Okay, so the thing with the clothing line, it started with my mom. I get her everything. They started with the music, started with that too, but we'll get there in a minute. But the clothing line really started with my mom. She has always wore like the freshest of garments and shit. Like she always just been fly like that. But she always instilled something in me, and I was glad. It was always color coordinate, iron your clothes, make sure you smell good. All this time to your fashion too, because you can have on a nice ass fit and be funky in the mud, like you stanky in the motherfucker, like you just stanky ass. Just don't look good. But yeah, she used to tell me color coordinate, and then every night before school, every Sunday night, we would have to iron all our clothes for the week, not just for Monday. She didn't want to do nothing throughout the week, so you gonna make sure that color coordinate too. If it didn't color coordinate, if it wasn't iron, you was getting your ass whooped and you had to go back in the house. And I ain't talking about like whooped all the time. Don't take it like that, y'all. See, people be twisting shit. Fucking internet. No, it's just one of them things. Just make sure you straight. So
Yeah.
and then she used to do hair. She sew. She taught me how to sew.
You know how to sew?
I sew by hand and with the machine.
That's dope.
So I used to just go in the room, watch her sew dresses and things of that nature, or shirts and things of that nature. I just always thought it was for some fly shit. So, as I started getting older, I was always dressing, being fly as a motherfucker. But then when I moved to Cincinnati for 2 years.
Okay.
And it kind of took off there because I love Cincinnati. When it comes to Milwaukee, I love my city. We jump fresh. I don't care what nobody say. So when I went down to Cincinnati, they started calling me Pretty Boy Milwaukee because of the way I was dressing. And at that time, remember when we used to do the cuff, like this and fold it?
Oh my God, that was so long
It was
ago.
so ugly, but I took that down there to the natty, man. I took that shit down there. So when I went down to Cincinnati, man, they was like, dog, what you doing? It looked fly though. Like it's just smooth. And you be creased. I didn't dress like them. So they was just like, damn, you pretty boy Milwaukee. Like I was wearing Marcus Buchanan. Like I was wearing Marcus Buchanan sweaters with the MBs on it. And people didn't know what it was. Like he's like my stepdad was a truck driver. We had Coogis and shit like that, but he was putting me on something different. I was wearing Havana Joe's. It was $110 a pair. If y'all know what, never mind, y'all too young. I wore the Wallabies, I wore the Hustlers. I was wearing shit in 8th and 9th grade, even down there in Nautica. I was wearing Nautica like crazy. They was just putting me on that. My stepdad was putting me on that shit too. Like Marcus Buchanan is Pelly Pelly for y'all who don't know, who not up on that shit. But back then it was just a big deal. And the kids used to be like, "Oh, I'm making fun of you." I'm like, the same. What you mean? This is Marcus Buchanan. This is a $200 sweater. Do you know who that is? Pelly Pelly. You know that? Oh, damn. Okay, B. Then it started turning into that. Then I started wearing jerseys heavy when I got in like 9th grade. It's always a certain trend.
Okay.
And then what really set it off was Jadakiss. I can't wait to meet him. Jadakiss. He had did a video, Knock Yourself Out.
Yeah.
And in that video, he showed a pair of shoes that he had on, a pair of Air Force Ones. And it had the check was a Gucci check, or was it Louis Vuitton?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was one of those.
It was Gucci. I mean,
Louis Vuitton, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when he said she was a model for a year and a half, and he showed his little shoe,
yeah,
I seen the check. I said, "Oh, so." So this is when I was going to Marshall. I moved back and started going to Marshall. So I went to my mama room. You got some fabric? Of course, she had fabric. Remember I told you, you got some fabric? So she gave me this flower like fabric and shit. I'm like, fuck it, I'm making do what it do. Go in there. The shit that y'all doing on the internet right now, that making the shoes and sewing this shit on there and the fabric of that nature, anybody that know me, yeah, I was doing that. I was doing that back then. So when I put that on the shoe, I went straight to Marshall. I put the shit on the shoe. I went to class. Everybody's like, damn, how you get the check? How your shoes came like that? I'm like, no, I make these. And started making people shoes. Then I went to South Milwaukee and started making people shoes. I had these twin girls. They used to always buy. Felicia and Cecilia. Hey, y'all. Felicia and Cecilia. Hey, y'all. 2 white girls, man. They used to buy this shit, man. I'm talking about, I had to do they dookies like every other week because they had money like that. They'd just come and buy a pair and I just do my little thing on them. I remember one time I did a Scooby-Doo on my shit. And then I used to always wear polo. So I had this all pink polo one time and I did a Buzz Lightyear. So I had the Buzz Lightyear on the shoes and I had the Buzz Lightyear on the polo shirt. Fuck that polo shirt up, but it was worth it though.
You gonna have to make me some Lupus ones.
Some Lupus ones? I got you.
Some exclusive Lupus ones.
I got you.
Okay, I'm holding you to that.
I got some for you too.
I need that. What you got for me over there?
So you're the only one that got the 2 bears at the top.
I'm the only one?
You're the only one that got 2 bears at the top.
So this is a limited edition?
Yes.
Well, okay.
You're the only one that got that color too. Nobody has that color. So I'm not making it again. So you good.
Listen,
you good to go.
Listen.
I know how you feel about white.
Good. This is nice. Look at this.
So I'm gonna get you together every time. But can you read that out loud for them?
The work is mine, master of my craft, creator of my destiny.
So,
boom, baby.
So the world is mine, right?
Yes.
So everybody should feel like the world's theirs because he put us here to do what we need to do. So the world is ours.
I'm definitely gonna bust this with something. Yeah. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna be taking pictures of a follow-up. That's pretty dope. So anybody that's looking for anything exclusive, hit my boy up. I'm on your tail now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the world is mine, master of my craft, creator of my own destiny.
I love that.
It's I guess it's a I don't know how to explain it. It's like a positive thing, you know what I mean?
Creative your own destiny. To me, I feel like you mean you always have a choice. You always have a choice. And that is the positive that you are putting out there. You are never stuck in anything. If you don't like what is going on, you have a choice to create your own destiny.
Yeah.
You always have a choice.
Remember, you are who you say you are, right?
Yeah.
So you got the podcast, right? You run a podcast. You really do podcasting. You really are a podcaster. You are. Just because it, like with me, right? Everybody know I'm part of Milwaukee history, just rap shit, right? I may not be on the level that Jay-Z is on or anything like that, but I am a rapper. I do own a clothing line, so I am a clothing line owner. I do CEO. This is no joke. This is real shit. This is LLC'd up. This ain't nothing y'all can steal and go play with. This is for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? So I am everything I say. I'm a creator my own world, my own destiny. I didn't want to do it. Just kind of may not be on the level that the next person may be on and shit. I don't pay no attention to that. I just know what I created in my world. And certain shit I don't have to put around and put in my reality. You dig what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people get mad when they don't when you don't want them a part of your reality. Your reality is what you make it. I can't. I use this. I'm gonna use an example with family. You can't talk shit about a motherfucker lying around.
But they can.
They gonna do it, but I'm saying you
Yeah.
can't say what you want to say.
Exactly.
You can't do as much you want because y'all don't nobody see me.
Exactly.
So my whole thing is like you are who you say you are. You create your own destiny. You create your own shit. So if you that you doing exactly what you say you're doing, then you are that.
I
Just
love
because you
that.
might not be on the level that the next motherfucker
That don't matter.
don't make you lesser than doing what they doing because it's a lane for everything and shit. They
It
might,
is.
they might not like what Jay-Z doing. They might like what I'm doing. You dig what I'm saying? Now everybody got a taste for Jay-Z. Somebody got a taste for Bear though.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where I never really pay attention to what nobody doing, but I do pay attention to what people doing. So I can figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. And the best invention is something that's already made already. So you a podcaster, right? Your podcast might be better than this. Or they might like your shit better than the next podcast because it's you. You attract certain people. The people that's watching right now fuck with you. Generally, just to sit here and watch you do this damn thing, yeah. You so in your mind, and to them, you are a podcast. You are. You really are. Look at this.
Thank you. I
You are who
appreciate
you
that.
say you are.
I appreciate that. Not to go too deep into it, but I appreciate that. I always tell people it's the difference between doing work and showing up.
Mhm.
You only can show up for so long before it start looking like you don't care about what it is that you're doing. Putting in the work, I put in the work.
Yeah.
I study who I'm going to bring on. I make sure that it's an open, middle, and close. Like I do the work because I want it to go a certain type of way.
Right.
And that's why my numbers are showing how they showing. I'm proud of me, but I have a team behind me too.
Yeah.
So we all are literally doing our thing. So thank you for just even saying that because I do put in, I don't just show up. It's a lot that goes into this on my end. So, we be back and forth sometimes 2 to 3 days, getting the cards together and the questions together and just all of the things. Right. So I appreciate that. And they see what I'm doing. So I appreciate my supporters and everything because I'm nothing without them.
Yeah.
Yes, Tone.
And because of the hard work you do, you are what when it comes to ranking Lupus podcasts?
Number 2.
You are what when it comes to ranking Lupus based podcasts?
I am number 2.
And what are they doing about you overseas as well too?
What number am I overseas?
You 86 an overall podcast in the Middle East.
Stop it.
Yes, thank you. That makes me smile all the time. We're going to celebrate tonight.
That's dope. Did I do
Numbers
it?
don't
I know
lie.
that. That's dope as shit.
I put it up there. I put it up there. He wasn't reading, but yeah,
No, I didn't see it. I
that
work
means
like
a
11,
lot to
12 hours a
me.
day, for real.
That means a lot to me.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that means a lot to me. So we're going to go ahead and transition over to the reality of the journey, right? Many people see lupus or any chronic illness as just a battle. What are some realities people do not talk about enough?
Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but mental health, we don't talk about it enough. Everybody has it. I don't want to think that you excluded from it, that you excluded from it. None of that. Everybody has a touch of this shit. Everybody is on the spectrum. We get mad at shit for no reason. We all make a mistake. Everybody is on the spectrum. So for one person to think they're better than the next, that doesn't work. At one point, do we all be accountable for the shit that we do? I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. So I think people they overlook their health, their mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because they think they can do no wrong, or because you may be getting some money now, or whatever the fuck that you think you're doing. You think you straight? No, you're not. Somebody need to be talking to somebody. Somebody need to be venting somewhere. You can't tell me you just handling that shit straight. Like, come on, man. You that strong, huh? Okay, yeah, all right. So that's that mental problem. That's that mental shit we talking about. You just don't feel like you just feel like you straight, huh? So okay, yeah. I'll be scared of people who be thinking they got it like they just perfect. Like I don't listen, no. Stay your monkey ass over there. Yep, you can stay right there. Yep, you keep doing the shit that you doing. I don't want nothing to do with that. Take your perfect ass home then.
I love how you say that because again, it's not we don't talk about it enough. It's not in our face enough. Even going back to the sensitivity part of it, people don't understand having uncomfortable conversations are healthy. It's a healthy way of dealing with certain things that is
Mhm.
causing chaos around each other, right?
Mhm.
People don't like to go through. You got to go through the uncomfortable things in order to stop having the same cycle over and over and over again.
Yes.
And when you don't go through or you don't have those supportive people around you, that's why your circle matters because you only are as good as they are. The doctors are only as good as we talk to them and tell them like they're gonna mess up. It's just like nurses.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
go, we get your weight, we get your diagnosis, we do this, and we say, okay, try this, try this, try this, try this. But you have to journal. You gotta tell us how your body feel. You gotta journal. You gotta say how you feel when you woke up, when you went to bed, how it made you feel during the day. The doses may not be right. We probably gotta play with it. But people don't like to give doctors chances because they feel like the doctors are supposed to just fix the problem. No, it's gonna take both of us to fix this problem.
Yeah. Yeah. You
So
can't say I want to lose weight and just take Ozempic and think, oh yeah, shit, motherfucker, your body gonna be unproportioned. You know you have to work that shit out too. Like you not finna just go use Ozempic and let your body turn into skin. You gotta do something to tighten that shit up. You ain't trying to go work out. You ain't trying to do. Everybody would take. That's why so many people on it. Just so many people are on. I'm just using an example. Sorry, going on a random tangent, but this is an example. So many people using Ozempic because they don't want to go to the fucking gym, not knowing that they're not telling you all the side effects. People who losing their life to this shit, people who body who still big as a motherfucker and ain't reacting right when they breaking out rash hives and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people that again, this mental health shit. I'm talking about. You don't have a wherewithal to know to get your fat ass in the gym and work it out. Oh, you're gonna take some example, and then when something happens, you want to, oh, I'm dying. I want people to feel sorry for me. People got too much shit going on. That's why I be where I be at. I make these clothes. I come get this shit. Everybody need clothes. That's why I chose that lane. Everybody need to put on something. You dig what I'm saying? Maybe to cover that fat.
you cannot. From your perspective, what does it look like when someone is trying to manage a condition but still show up for life?
But you talking about the condition is for life?
Yeah.
Um. So what do you want to use? Give me an example of something that we can use. Like, are you talking about?
So I'm gonna read it one more time. From your perspective, your opinion, what does it look like to you when someone is trying to manage a condition like lupus, cancer,
Mhm.
anything, but still show up for life? So
Is
someone,
it? It just look like they're strong as fuck to me because it just don't look
okay,
like they giving up. Like I don't see them the toughest ones to me. Cause you know you got this and shit, and you still going, you getting up every day, and you still making this shit happen. You got lupus, you get up every day, you make this shit happen. You make it look like this shit is just something easy to live with. It's not. Every day it may be a struggle for you. We don't know that. I don't know that. You dig what I'm saying? You know that. It's something that we
absolutely,
don't know nothing about. You might be dealing with a pain right now talking to me. You just ain't saying shit. And you
absolutely.
handling that shit very well. You dig what I'm saying? So what it look like to me is that they strong as fuck. Y'all are some of the toughest people, and some people need to take notes from y'all. Somebody need to take something because y'all showing people not how to not give up. Like you know what I'm saying? Y'all showing people like you can live with this, you can keep going on with this shit, you can keep doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Some no different than people that's out here living with the AIDS or some shit, right? People think some people supposed to just lay down and die after that. Like, oh, you die after that and all this shit. You ain't supposed to have no life after that. Well, I watched a podcast with Adam 22, right? And he bought on what's the porn star name? I forget the motherfucking name. The black ball head dude that be fucking all the hoes.
Whoa, language.
Excuse me. Excuse my language, you guys. He's but to make a long story short, he said the owners of Evil Angel got some AIDS or something like that, but he said they still living.
Yeah, you can
Like they
live
still
healthy
out
with
here
that.
living, they taking trips and doing things of that nature, which
Yeah.
means they didn't stay down and take that. I mean, they still giving out things they may have caught doing that, but they're still out here living. They still out here giving out like porn. You caught that doing that, but you still want to press it though. But you living though. You know what you're doing. So
Yes. Um, have you witnessed or experienced moments where things felt overwhelming, but something kept you grounded?
my kids,
Mm.
really. See, before this, before my son, my oldest is 15, my youngest is 2. So before them, I probably wouldn't have gave no heck about nothing. Ain't no about nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about nothing.
So let me ask you something. So you wouldn't have gave a care about anything if it wasn't for your kids,
I mean, of course, I told you I was always keeping
right?
up.
That's what
I
I'm
always
trying to.
poured into myself, but I'm talking about like as far as like doing things that get you locked up, doing things that
Mm.
may be more of a risk take, and that'll get me locked up, but get me successful too. Like certain things
So
that
I
I
have a question with that though. I hear a lot of people say, "My kids, my kids." But if you never had any kids, or if your kids wasn't present, or the parent kept you from your kids, you don't think you should give that same energy to your mom, your dad, your brothers, because when you're gone, you're hurting people too, and that's a selfish act.
of
And
course.
so, is it because you had an offspring? Is that what
Um,
makes it a difference?
I mean, I still gave it to my mom because, like I said, there ain't no fella in here. Yeah, I listened to her because obviously I ain't in jail playing around. I take care of my kids, so I did give it to her.
Okay.
And I was giving it to her then, but we still gonna we do shit. I mean, we do things that we ain't got no business doing. I'd be allowed to say, everybody got to pass. Everybody do what they
Yeah,
do,
for sure.
and it's just when you know what I'm saying, because when you had your kids, shit, things just got more meaningful. Like you're not so quick to pop off and be like, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, hit a person in their
Yeah.
face or
Yeah.
bust down on the person because you know what I'm saying? Because you like, oh, who gonna take care? Who gonna take care of this? Who gonna take care of that? So then it gives you a little bit more responsibility too. That's why I mean like not caring. Like you probably would have stayed with mom till 30 or something. You dig what I'm saying? Not caring. So but I did. So when I had my kid, it's like, oh man, let me get this all the way straight. Like I don't want to be that time. My mama don't. She didn't have him. I had him. I was
Hmm.
like staying here. So when I moved out when I was like 19, 20, I ain't go back. You dig what I'm saying? So just one of them things where when I had my kid, it just was more meaningful. Like, nah, like if I do bust off on, I'm gonna start over, I'm gonna take him over there with my mom and things of that nature. So I had to have some type of care. So
Now that's pretty dope. So not to spend too much time on this. So is it a difference between you just taking care of your kid or you having a significant other helping you take care of your kid to feel more so homely?
oh, I was gonna take care of him anyway because my dad died when I was 4, so it's a little different for me. I don't know how everybody else is, but I know, about my dad dying at 4 and I seen everybody else with their dad. I said I'm gonna be the best dad I can be. So I'm gonna be in my kids' life. They're gonna know their dad. So I don't know how everybody else feel. That's just from coming from me.
No, that's
And then
understandable.
I wasn't finna have kids with nobody who didn't take care of their kid, you know what I'm saying, or who had kids before, and I see you took care of your kids. So one of my child's mine had kids before I had one with her, and then the other one didn't. So I
Okay.
was the first one. Like my first kid, she didn't have no kids. That was our first kid. Then my second one, she already had kids, so she already knew how to treat things and how things go. So I seen how she take care of kids. So it was like, all right, I ain't worried about neither one of them really. They be taken
Gotcha.
care of. They always took care of with me. Like I don't care, but they took care of with
Oh,
both. They get the same love from both households. You know what I'm saying? And they both got that. Both of my child's they moms got that. They want to say they want to go out of town right now. They can call me right now and be like, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm dropping the kids off. Okay, come on. I don't care nothing about that. Go on, just leave my kids here. If y'all gonna go, they just got it like that. You dig what I'm saying? So both of
Okay.
them got it like that. They both can be like, "Hey, I'm finna leave with you real quick, or come get him." All right, well, all right, drop him off. I don't care what you do, just drop him off here. So I just been
Okay.
like that.
Okay. What advice would you give to loved ones who want to support someone with a chronic illness but do not know how?
Ooh, that's a good one. How do you even explain to somebody like maybe I could tell a person all day, you gotta work with this person. People, I don't know, people listen to what they want to listen to. So I can explain to a person like you gotta be more sympathetic, you gotta get this more time, woo woo. But if they don't want to hear it, then I don't know. But maybe they might have to talk to somebody in that situation. Maybe I can get them advice to somebody who's been in that type of situation. Like, oh, Tamika's been going through that, and shit. I think you should link up with her and talk to her about that. You know, she been through that. I've never been there. If it's something I've been through, then I can sit up there and help you with it and tell you this, and that, or the steps I took to help myself get better from going through that. But I don't see them relating to me if it's nothing that I've been through. Maybe I can get them advice to go to somebody else.
Have you ever dealt with someone that had an autoimmune disease?
The sickle cell count.
Yeah, it's autoimmune.
Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, my cousin, baby daddy Fonzo, he has sickle cell, and we used to see this man go get was it the dialysis? Is that when they switch the blood? Yeah,
Mm.
so he go get this dialysis, and maybe like twice a week. But we would see him in so much pain because with the sickle cell, it turned into like a little icicle and try to pass through, and if it's not passing through, they just in so much pain, like it's crazy.
So
He
how
said,
did you deal with that when you was going through it?
um, I tried not to make him feel like he had like a disease. Like, I mean, the best thing to do in that situation is not to make nobody feel worse than they already feel. Like, you can't make nobody feel like, oh, he start hurting, you be like, oh, shit, I'm gonna go in here till you get done hurting. Like, I'm gonna go in here till this stop, or hey, or I don't. I act like I don't want to eat around him all the time or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, my uncle had AIDS. I didn't want to make him feel like I was a kid though. He died when he was like 5. So, but we even still then knowing that we didn't want to make my mom and them didn't make him feel like we don't want to be around you. We can catch that shit. You don't want to be mean and things of that nature because you really do got care for these people. That ain't which in this case, what you eat can make me shit, but I'm not trying to make it seem like that. But not gonna treat you no different. My mama always told me to treat everybody how you want to be treated. So in this case,
Okay.
I'll treat the person with whatever they got, because I don't care about that. Whether you black, blue, purple, anything, I might say something that'll spark your day. I might stop you from committing suicide. So I'm not gonna make you feel no type of way, but good. So if I'm bringing that energy every time, all the time. So
You do have you have great energy. I can't say I've been around you and I have experienced bad energy from you. So you do bring off good energy all the time. We're going to move to mindset and mental shift. This is what you like to talk about. Let's talk about mindset. What does a warrior mindset means to you in real life, not just in words?
a real life warrior mindset.
Yes.
What does it mean to me?
hmm It could be anybody with an autoimmune disease that's fighting. So it could be mental health that's fighting, right? So what does warrior mindset means to you?
Well, warrior mindset is the same thing as not giving up. You gonna fight to the end. You strong. You show how strong you is. You gotta be. Let's be real. You gotta be strong as ever to deal with something that you can just easily be like, I don't want to feel this, but you don't. You like, I ain't taking this. I didn't ask you to come in my body. Leave. Okay, cancer. I don't want you here. Why you here? I didn't ask you to come. Leave. So your warrior mindset is, yeah, like they keep fighting. They keep going. There's nothing that's gonna stop a warrior. And when the warriors do die, they embrace that. They know they go out like that. You seen 300 Sparta? They live to die. They told you. That's all we doing anyway. So they live to die, and they told you already. Dying next to you will be the sweetest thing ever to happen to me in my life. So my whole thing is they keep going, they keep fighting until it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? And when they on their way out, they go with a smile. Never notice you always notice people who got autoimmune disease or who has a life altering disease. They still always have a positive attitude. They do. They be more humble than the people who out here just being reckless. Like, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
just that word mind frame is everything. I love to be around warriors, whether they got something or not. As long as you fighting for something, that's cool. You know what I mean?
that's super, super dope. What mental shifts do you think are necessary to truly live well despite the challenges?
Um, just knowing that we all here to work together. If
Mhm.
people knew that we was all here to work together, the world would be better off. I don't know why there's people that's just out here that's just evil like that, but there are. Um, y'all see what happens when we come together. It always work out.
A strong impact movement, actually.
Yeah, I always had like shit. Five strands are always better than one, but most people don't want to. They ain't trying to hear that because they two for self or they two for right now. Nobody ever thinks about the future. You know what I'm saying? As we got these presidents that come in at an old age and don't care. They don't care about people who 20 years old. They just know in 20 years they about to go. They had more good days and back them when they did in front of them. So they don't care about this young youth. We got to care about them. So we got to play some rules and set some rules for them to grow up and be old too and grow up the right way. But people don't want to work together. They just so for right now, they don't care. Again, it's due to this. They turning people sensitive right now. Like I said, you can't say certain things that you want to say. Can't do certain things that you want to do because you out of fear of somebody canceling you, out of fear of somebody doing something to you. Like, man, come on, man. We're one like this, but it's a whole different. It's different now.
Yeah, they're definitely making the different rules, but as a community, as a nation, for real, um, I'm not even trying to go down this rabbit hole, but we are worse to ourselves than any other culture. When it comes to any other culture, they stick together and they may do what they do to the other cultures, but we are the worst to ourselves. And it's pride, it's ego. I'm gonna say we doesn't mean that I do it, but I'm gonna say we as a culture because people don't understand what role they need to play. Everybody can't be in the front. You are important in the back as well. You understand what I'm saying? But people don't want to let the person that needs to go first to bring them up. They have to be equal, and it's we're all equal in a sense because without you, I couldn't do this. And I hate when people say, "Oh, I did this and I got this out the mud." No, you didn't. You had help along the way. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Millionaires got help along the way. Think about it. Nobody do anything by themselves.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And people have to understand that they need help and there's help out there and they have to understand the structure of things. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people that have bad blood because they done started something because they figured, oh, you're getting more attention than other. It's not their time to shine. When you shine, people got to understand that they're shining too,
Right.
but the mindset is not there. They want to be in your position, but if they were in your position, they wouldn't be behaving in a manner that's going to continue to take y'all on because that's not their spots. People
Yep.
don't learn their spots.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't have the strength that everybody have to be in the front for it. But it
Mm-hmm.
is okay because when you have somebody that is a leader, they're going to take care of everybody. And you're going to be known no matter what because you want to know, especially with me and Tonus together at our last event, what they say, oh, this is the person behind you. I'll do excellent when they see me, but they like, oh, now they want to know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Now they want to work with him. I don't stop him from getting a check at all. You know what I'm saying? But the people behind me makes me go. Anybody that's supporting me makes me go because I can't do everything on my own and still work a 9 to 5.
Right. Right.
But people don't understand that.
Right. So you remember that movie Blow? Do anybody
I'm
you
just
remember that
interested
song?
on what you about to say.
So y'all remember the movie Blow? Remember?
Yes.
Okay, so remember when he was going to meet the connect for not the green, but for the coke, right?
Yeah.
So remember when he finally the dude his partner wanted to meet the person who was making stuff disappear because
Mhm.
everybody knew Boston George.
Mhm.
He the man. They wanted to know who was making it disappear. And remember, dude, they had a fight in the hotel. Like, you never told me your connect. You never told
Yeah.
me who he is. And he finally broke down and gave him the connect. Like,
Mhm.
this is my partner. His name is Derek for real. Derek effing for real. You wanted to know that, and guess what happened?
I already know what happened.
Right.
Backdoor snaked them.
But look, he ended up going down too because that wasn't your role. Yeah, you met somebody at that spot, but that wasn't your role. Now you messed up. Now you stuck with a snitch. Dude turned into a snitch. They for real turned into a snitch. Now you dealing with the snitch. That guy, ain't you glad he stole him from you though? But like
Life
everybody don't know that.
circumstances and choices.
Yeah. So it's like one of them things where like people just gotta know their spot.
And that comes with uncomfortable conversation all the time. Like my team will tell you, we have uncomfortable conversation. They may not hear when I be like, we need to talk.
I wonder what those
They
conversations
don't,
be like. Yeah, what?
they don't, I'm sure they be like, what does she got going on now? But even in the relationships I've been in, my kids, my romantic relationships, I deal with the same concept because I'm not a person, I know I have an illness, right? And I know just waking up every single day is a stressor for me, right? But people don't know that. And if I tell them that, they still not going to understand that. So regular things for me is stress for me, but that's okay. But to add stress to me, that's a whole totally different thing. I don't want no flare ups. You understand what I'm saying?
I was
So
just gonna ask you about that. Like, man, this guy got to be hard for a flare up because that it got to come from stress, working, something
yes, yelling, stress, like
cold
so
air.
anything
Mhm.
can trigger it. So for me, I have to get it out because once I get it out, how I feel and what's going on, whatever, it's better. Now we can figure out what we are about to do. It's not okay for me to go to bed with that on my mental. I have to get it out. We
Mhm.
have this to stop. What can we do? How do we get here? How is this going to change? What steps are we going to take? It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be easy in the long run. It's going to be hard to do what it is that we need to do, right? Because everything that's glitter and gold, we got to go through the doom to get it. Like
Mhm.
it's not easy to be successful. People don't talk about that. It's so hard being successful. It's
Yeah.
so lonely being successful. But the people that have not reached success doesn't understand that. They look at
Mhm.
this, but money is not success. But money
Mhm.
can be success to other people,
Mhm.
but it's not sustain. How are you going to sustain if you poor money management? Or what are you going to do when you get the money? Do you have a plan?
Right.
People want what they want, but they don't have a plan to sustain it. And when you are getting the glitter and the glam, you have to, by God, bring people up with abundance and put them in position if they are deserving of position. And that's how you continue to get blessed. You're supposed to obtain it, sustain it, and bring people and talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, yeah. How do you stay intentional about your life when things don't go as planned?
Um, I don't know. I kind of go into things knowing that it may not go the way it's supposed to go. I'll give you a perfect example, right? Last night, I had to do some vending. I was a vendor at Mr. B's last night for 41
Really?
Pour Day.
I
Yes.
didn't know nothing about that.
It was a last minute thing. Tuck called me last minute. It was like, hey, I need somebody to do some vending.
Okay.
So, bought my clothes up there. Did I sell it as much as I wanted to? No. Did it change my mind about selling clothes? No. You gonna have days like that. Everybody ain't gonna support you. That don't stop nothing. I keep dropping music, I keep dropping videos. I just keep going. So that's again, we circling back to that warrior mind frame. Like, oh man, I just keep going. I don't. For everybody who say no, it's gonna be 30 people that say yes. So I really don't even worry about it because I already know my lane. So I already know somebody come and get this. So it's like it's not. I'm not. I don't know. I just don't ever worry about that. Like I never really worry about the things that go wrong because me and God got this personal relationship, and He handle it, and He handle it when He want to handle it, how He want to handle it. So I just leave it up to Him. So if it don't work out that day, it may work out another day. So hey, just maybe one your day. We get tested by God all the time. Let's
Oh.
see how He act if it don't go His way.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna let it go your way. Then let's see what your grown ass do.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you. I ain't gonna stop praising your name and stop saying, "Hey, God, I ain't praying today." No, as soon as I wake up, God, thank you for letting me wake up today. Me and everybody I know, God, me and everyone, God, amen. So here's just one. It's just one of them things. You just keep it going, you keep it moving.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that because it's so many people that are weak minded, that lack confidence, that think when something doesn't go right that it's not meant for them. And people that those are people that don't understand business. Businesses take loss all day. Billionaires, millionaires, they really don't have that money for it. They have that in access, right? So to sit there and try something, if you don't, sometimes it takes 10 years to get stuff off the ground. Like rappers, they pop out. They've been underground rapping for about 10, 15 years. So it took that one hit for them to just go, for me, the Lupus Has No Face nonprofit organization.
Mm-hmm.
My visibility is crazy. But you didn't think sometimes I was just like, I'm doing so much, and I'm not, you know, I'm not getting what I need. No, I always said, listen, I'm gonna continue work. No cut. I'm not cutting no doors. I'm not selling myself. I'm not doing none of that. My people is going to find me. My tribe is going to find me. And when I say it's a surprise every time, every time, every time, every time, every time.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is people don't want to work. People don't want to continue to work without seeing anything. They have to see things. And you're going to see things when it's meant for you to see things.
Yeah.
And that's where God comes into place.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do your moving feet and he's going to meet you where you at.
Yeah, he's not gonna help
Every
you if you don't
time.
help yourself. Like I can say I want this, and that. I can say I want the number one podcast. I can say I want the best record album. I can say I want the best clothing line. But like, man, let's be serious. Like, if you ain't putting in this work, you got to sitting around like so.
I
What you
love it.
getting?
I love it.
I had to take time and sit up here and do this, wrap this up, do all that, man. You know how much time that takes? It took. Guess what? Them times I wasn't answering the phone for y'all.
Prioritizing.
Man, what that nigga B been on? Out the way, out your way. Get into it.
I love it.
I gotta leave something for my kids, man.
Legacy.
Like if y'all ain't doing nothing, a lot of people don't want to leave nothing for their kids, or they scared to, or they just cool working these regular jobs. I ain't
Some
cool with
people are
that
scared of
shit.
success. Do you know that?
Yeah, they hold their own self back.
They hold they worst own enemy.
They be in their own way. A lot of people be in their own way.
Oh, that's another topic for glamorous conversations. But people be in their own way.
They do.
We're gonna move on to purpose, identity, and taking control. How do you separate your identity from your struggles or your circumstances?
I just like I said, like I never really too much worry about that because I know God handle it how He handle it. So I try not to put too much emphasis on what I'm not having or what I'm losing or anything of that nature. I just focus on I'm getting this. I'm finna get that. I'm finna get this. I'm finna make sure I got that. To make sure I do it. You know what I'm saying? It may not be on the level that I wanted to yet, but at least it's getting where it's supposed to. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So I never really. I don't mix the two.
Mm.
Like I don't. Like I don't know. All I know is win. Shit. I don't know. Tell nobody else. I just gotta get it. I don't know. I don't care. I really go with that. I don't care what they think about me. Thing like you know what I mean. Again, what it all boils down to is confidence. And my mama told me to have a lot of that. Otherwise, you ain't gonna have nothing. Get what you need and not what you want.
Mm.
Get what you need and not what you want.
Because what you want is gonna come.
What you want and then what you want. If you steady getting what you want, you ain't gonna never have what you need.
Mm.
So you get what you need. You know what I'm saying? And what you want gonna come, like you said, come later. You know what I mean? So many dudes out here that want the fame and want the money, but don't want to do nothing to
Or the
get
bare
it.
minimum.
Yeah, just the bare minimum. I'm cool with a person who go to work every day and do their job. You doing more, that's half the job. Like you doing your thing. It don't matter how you take care of yourself and what you want to do, as long as you doing it. And these people that work 9 to 5 jobs ain't no different than these rappers and these they gotta go do things of that nature too. You dig what I'm saying? They gotta get up and make it work. Them because them rappers still gonna need to go to a CVS. They still gotta go to the grocery store. They still gotta go to a shoe store. They still got places they got to go to that person that y'all feel like y'all better than still got to help you out because you're not finna just walk in the store and walk back there and get it yourself. No, you're not. You're going to jail. So we're not gonna play like that. Everybody got their role, and nobody's better than nobody. We all dirty as a rag and guys eye. So for a person to sit up here and say he better because he got more money, how? Let's explain. Okay, let's how's that? Okay. So you and me, you better than me because you got a good credit line. Okay, you use all that credit, don't you still got to pay that back? So you better than me, how? Oh, okay. You better than who? How? You better than that person on the street? How? You still got to pay that back. You know that, right? Okay. Well, all right then. You dig what I'm saying? How can we sit up here and knock a person on the street for buying a car straight out and a person who got a car note? See, if you don't make that money, that car got to go back. This person bought that straight out. They ain't got to worry about that if nobody coming. But we would sit up here and knock other people for what they got going on. You know what I found out? If I don't like what I'm looking at, I just change the way I look at it.
Absolutely. And that's what I was waiting for you to say. You always have a choice. Always have a choice. What does it mean to you to hold the pen in your own life story? You practically really just said it.
Was it like what is it like to hold the pen in my own life
What
story?
does it mean to you to hold the pen in your own life story? Writing your own story.
Again, with my slogan, the world
Yeah.
is mine, master of my craft, creator of my own destiny. Like I really meant that. Like you are who you say you are. So I hold my own pen, and I'm proud to hold my own pen because I can navigate where I want to go. I can do how I want to do it, and a lot of people don't want to hold their own pen to do that. They just want to get there without holding their own pen. It's hard to hold your own pen, but you got to, so you can get where you need to go. When I make that mistake, I can tell my son, "Hey, I made that mistake. Don't do that."
Mm-hmm.
He probably still do it anyway because that's what people do. They don't listen until it happened to them.
Mm.
Again, that's part of their story. But for the people who listen, who paid attention, I didn't listen to everything, but some of the things I did listen to, I'm glad I did. Because I ain't out here with felons. I ain't here playing in jail. I ain't out here with the booty warrior. So obviously what my mom was saying must have been working. I'm able to get on the podcast and bring it to you like this. So my whole thing is it is what it is, man. Like I like
You
holding
are
my
a whole mess. Not holding anything back. Okay, so have there been moments where you had to reclaim your power, and what did that look like for you?
Say it one more time.
Have there been moments where you had to reclaim your power, and what did that look like for you?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna hold you. There's been many times. I'll be a lie at my age to tell you that it'd be, that I didn't have to regain my power a whole lot of times. Why had to regain my power when I had to cut my waves off and get this shit popping? You understand what I'm saying? The power in the hair, baby. I had to regain that shit back. When I found out that they love me bald, I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. The waves are stopping with this popping way hard. Go on, touch on that real quick. Go around it. Okay, but yeah. Try to get it back with that. Uh, um, there was one time I can give it to y'all raw because, like I said, what I'm giving y'all is I'm not giving this on another podcast. So I'll give you this right. Since we're here, I'm gonna give it to you. You
Okay.
get the exclusive.
Okay. I like the exclusive.
So I was dealing with this girl, right? Toe, don't laugh, Toe. I heard the snicker over there. Oh, so I was dating this white girl, right? We all get this talks about things of that nature, but like I said, you don't know who you gonna fall in love with and how that's gonna work. So at this point, we was good. Um, moved in together. Well, actually, it was my crib while they're moving. We never put her on release and no things of that nature. But she would come over all the time, and this time she had to go. You get on my nerves, you got to get out of my house. You got to go. I don't care where you're going, but you got to get out of here. And when I told her that, she couldn't take that. So I lived in a 4 unit. And, you know, you go in out the front door and then you got a back door. So I told her to leave. She parked in the back, so she go out the back door. All right, go. I closed the door that for everybody door, the front door. Beating on it. Boom, 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 boom. She bust the window. Right. Y'all know what will come next. Your landlord ain't trying to hear that. I stay in Wabatos. He ain't trying to hear that. So it's like, yo, I ain't gonna put no eviction on you, nothing like that. You pay me the rest of the rent for this month. You good. But I just can't have you there if you're gonna keep messing with Shorty. I'm like, well, I'm not messing with her. Well, yeah, you kind of could tell he was like, all right, time up. So it's one of them things where he didn't, and he a good landlord too. Like, dude was cool. We ain't got no cordial. I mean, we ain't got no bad blood, no nothing like that. But I had to leave that house for that situation, and she never knew what it was to have your own crib. But from go to that to having to go stay back, I went to go stay with my sister for a little bit. You dig what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
went to a 1 bedroom, just me and my son. That's why I said me and my first son, we tight. Like we done been through something. That's why I said they help you grow up too. Like, so had I not had no son around that time, I probably would have just been cool living with my sister and things of that nature. But I'm like, I ain't sitting here. I got him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it changed me. Like it wasn't no just because I had a kid. No, I had to change it all the way around. Like,
So you had to reclaim your power after she done
yeah,
made you lose everything.
came back
until-
stronger though. You dig what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
Like I done lost, like I said, it's been a couple times. I done lost my power when I lost my car. Everybody know when you lose your car, your emotions stop. You lose a job, your emotions stop. Things happen. It's about what you do after. It's about how you sit down. Is you gonna
Yes.
sit down and take it, or is you gonna do something about it? I always had to do something about it attitude. You know, I didn't disappear from people when I started going through it. Nobody could tell. Like, damn, you going through? I couldn't tell. I couldn't even tell. You still was dressing stuff. You still was it. Yeah, I'm not finna show you all that because I'm stronger than that. I don't let that little one monkey don't stop no show with me.
Mm.
Like,
That's dope. That's dope. You gotta when people yeah, that's true. When you go through stuff, you gotta continue to deal with it. It's all about your choices you make and how you deal with what is it that you're going through.
yeah. Now I
So
ain't
that's
telling nobody this story.
well, you got the exclusive on here. They gonna want to know who that girl is. But
Sammy. Sammy. Her name is Sammy. She know who she is.
oh my god. So we're gonna move on to practical living and daily discipline. What are some daily habits or disciplines that helps you stay grounded and focused?
Some daily activities. Oh man. Let me start off with the most important one, because a lot of y'all be acting like y'all too ashamed to claim God. Like we don't keep God in the dark. When you wake up, there's that prayer for me. So the best part is they keep me grounded. If I don't say my prayers, everybody gonna have a bad day. You. I don't care who you is. You having a bad day from me. So I make sure that when I get up, that I pray. You know what I mean? I make sure I pray to the Most High, and I don't just pray for me, because that's just sucker shit. You just praying for you a sucker. I pray for everybody. I don't
I
care
do
if we
too.
got. I don't care if we got bad blood. I don't care if we enemies and none of that. I'm gonna pray for you, brother. Pray for you to stay away from me. Pray for you to fix your mindset. Pray for everything that you got going on, because I guarantee I ain't got the same energy you got. I promise I don't. When I wake up, it's a whole new day. Y'all understand? Y'all okay? I'm gonna use we gonna go with you for example, right? Nobody knows how hard it is to live with lupus, right? So unless people you got lupus, so but it got to be a struggle going to sleep not knowing what's gonna happen if you might have a flare up in your sleep. You know, and y'all don't understand that. Some people don't have the empathy, sympathy, wherewithal, and none of that to understand that. But when you're a people person and you understand that we here to work together, then y'all know, man, that's not easy to do. So you appreciate waking up every day. Why would I have an attitude from the day before when I just went to sleep for I don't care if it's 3-4 hours and it's a new day. It's still a new day. It's a chance to do it again. It's a chance to figure out how to do it. It's you got a whole another 24 hours to figure this out and make it great.
You know, it's so funny. I just have to like kind of piggyback off that. So I've been told like when I wake up in the morning, I seem to have an attitude.
You do, because I caught you in the morning one time. I told you take your ass home.
What?
Take your JJ. What's wrong with her? She take her ass home
But
today.
I don't be having an attitude. When I wake up, I may have like a resting face, but I don't have attitude. When I be having to get up, I be irritated, but I don't be mad. It's just the way that I can deal with things. I don't be mad. I don't be having attitude. I don't be nothing because my body wants to rest, but I know I have to get up. So I'm forced to do something. So I'm still making that decision to go ahead and get up and be and work on time and do all of the things. So my face may not show it and it's gonna show something else. But I don't have an attitude. Like me and my ex used to get into it all the time. Like, why do you wake up so mad? And I'm like, hey, you ever thought about me just being so tired, but I still gotta get up? Have you ever thought about, my body is in pain instead of me saying so he couldn't understand it because of the look on my face. So we came up with a thing like Purple Heart. So when I would say Purple Heart or text him, he understood. But like how you said, like how you wake up and stuff like that, and people how you wake up with attitudes, that's what they thought. And it's
Right.
like, it's not I don't wake up with attitude. I'm actually happy for real. My face may not look like it, but I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
happy. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So yeah. What
So,
does living well actually look like for you day to day?
living well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nowadays you can't put too much on it, so I'm gonna say just going to work and doing handling your business and doing what you got to do to make sure you survive.
Survive.
Yep. Meaning like make sure you do what you got to do to take care of yourself, whether that be work that 9 to 5 job and feed your family, feed your kids, feed yourself, and eat well. I don't
Okay.
think everybody eats
Because
well.
when you were saying that, I'm thinking like out of survival. Because so many people operate in survival mode as to why they do what they do. They're with who they're with. A lot of things because they're operating out of survival and comfortability, right?
Some people don't like, not to cut you off, like, but some people not. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's a bad thing. If you
Operating out
know,
of survival mode could be a good thing to you.
sometimes,
Really?
yeah, because it keep you from, it might protect you from something that you ain't supposed to be around.
Okay.
So if this person here right with a gun, you gonna stand right there while he right there? What's your survival mode? What's your fight for life telling you to do? Run, right? Get away from that. So you don't have, you know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying?
Well, in that case, it's different.
I mean, it's survival. Whether you
No,
eating, whether you fighting,
no. Okay,
or
so
you just
this
talking about life in general.
I'm talking about life in general.
Same thing.
No, so that's your opinion, right? I'm gonna respect that. But for me, operating out of survival mode, which I don't, but operating in survival mode could look for a person that has an illness is to look for someone to take care of them.
True.
And not do the work that they need to do on their own as far as eating right, getting the well rest, doing the necessary things that they need to do in order to live well with it so they can take care of themselves. That's survival mode to me. Survival mode to me is being comfortable with the chaos because it's familiar instead of the reverse.
The toxic. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So that's why I said like living well for me is executing, making a plan, executing it, learning from my mistakes, pivoting when I have to at its finest, not complaining about things, celebrating wins, you know, eating healthy, knowing when to communicate and when to vent to my people when it's too much and I'm overwhelmed. You understand what I'm saying? And even talking about what helps me to other people that is not living well with it because my self-care days is a must.
You gotta
Okay.
pour into yourself.
My self-care days, my showers, my detox, my massages, that's a must. I have to do that in order to continue to do what I'm doing. Because if it's no one to take care around me, I know I can go get a massage anywhere.
Right.
I know that I can go buy some silk pillowcases, go get my hair done, my nails. I know people going to pour into me whether they're strangers or not.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me go. That rejuvenates me. That pours back into my empty cup that I pour out to so many people.
So how do you deal with people who mean well, but the execution is messed up?
Ugh.
How do you deal with that? Since you got questions for me, I got one for you. How do you deal with that?
You know what? I have dealt with someone like that. For me, for one, I use my discernment. My discernment tells me if that person means well, but they just not executing it the proper way, right? So for one, I listen to my intuition, I listen to my discernment. And I have those.
Mhm.
If I care about you enough,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have a conversation with you
Right.
over and over again until it start exhausting me. Now, how I deal with that is having a conversation. I'm going to repeat back everything you said to me and I'm going to break it down. And most of the times when you do that to people, it stopped them in their tracks like,
Never thought about it that way.
damn,
Yeah.
I am. And it kind of slowly switched their mindset. But then that person needs to continue to be worked on because you've been doing this all your life. So it's gonna take me and other people like me to sit you down, talk to you in a calm manner, to
Mhm.
say like, listen, it can't be what you said because of this.
They keep
And you
it.
always gotta show facts because if you don't come with facts, they're gonna mind manipulate you, they're gonna gaslight you,
Oh my
and they're gonna
God.
play around. But talking to people like that is very exhausting.
It's almost the energy that drains you.
It is the energy that drains you, but if you love them, you're gonna continue to do it. But for me, when I feel like I'm almost at my wits' ends because you're not listening to me because you have a choice, right? I'm gonna tell you, like, listen,
You take that hike.
we're not talking about this no more. I'm not doing this no more. You make your own decision.
Right, right.
Because anything after that, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm allowing you to make your own decision. So after that, you people just get themselves away out of your life on their own. You don't have to threaten them. You don't have to do anything.
No, they move around.
They gonna eventually fall off.
And I don't mean like necessarily like just move around. It's gonna be what you did to them. Well, I'm finna move this way. Cause
You know what you're gonna do to them?
Go ahead.
You're gonna stop nurturing, and they're gonna
Yeah.
miss that. The very same thing that they don't like is uncomfortableness. They're gonna miss that you stop nurturing them.
Yeah.
And they're gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah, and you did
so they're
something else.
gonna go that way.
But
that's good for you.
Well, yeah, but when they go that way, just know if that type of person is going that way, just know
They coming back.
oh no, they on top of they gonna want to come back.
Yeah.
But not on that, they may move to some other things that may not be to their liking. But guess what? They gonna tell that other person, you
was
bad.
the problem.
You the like wait a minute. So I could have sworn a relationship. It ain't nobody problem. It's both of our problems. Like,
but that's what kids, romantic relationship partners.
Everybody, both. Why do one person always feel like it's the other person's fault? It might be, but my whole thing is where do you play your part in that? Did you stay? Did you stay for it? Did you let it happen a couple times? So who really got the problem? Stop playing with me. It's always both. It's not just one. It's always both.
Yes, and then let me tell you why. And it's sad. It's always both because I mean, just for me, example. Even though one of my relationships ended terribly, I take accountability because I knew I wasn't supposed to be there. Like I felt it in my body I was supposed to be there, and I tried to leave a couple times, but what did I do? I promised I wasn't going nowhere, and I knew it wasn't good for me. So the things that came after that, I didn't deserve any of that. But if I would have left when I'm supposed to have left, then I would have been clear. So now what I do is I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk. And I'm gonna tell you what I want, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel when you do X, Y, and Z. And you gotta be willing to change for this to go.
So are you one of them people that when you don't get your way, you start doing this temper tantrum shit? Cause like, what if that person? Because everybody could tell you what they want.
It's the actions I have to see.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
So in the beginning, this is kind of off topic.
No, it ain't. Come on. We here. Listen, I just gave you an exclusive to my life. Well, I can't get none of yours. Listen, this is what they want. This is where the viewers come in. They want this right here. Oh, wait a minute. What is conversation?
Okay, so for me, if I let you in my life, so are we talking about dating? What type of relationship are we talking about?
Around. Listen, we everywhere with it right now. Where you at with it?
Okay, so it could be for anything. If I'm dating you, you're my kid, business partner, anything, I'm gonna let you be you. But see, I always come in with a blueprint because I know who I am, right? So if you're trying to be my friend, if you're trying to be business partner with me, or you just trying to be around me, I'm gonna tell you how I want to be treated. You cannot treat me no other way than how I want to be treated. I know me.
Right.
So we have those conversations. I tell you what, people say that was negative, but I tell you what it really is. At that point, it's your choice. to be in my life, or if I'm even going to accept your energy in my life, right? So say I'm accepting your energy in my life. You're doing something I told you, I explained to you that I don't like. I'm not going for. These are my boundaries.
And you do it.
So I'm talking to you and I'm telling you like, yo, why would you X, Y, and Z? I feel like X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And you tell me whatever one. So first time it's okay. Second time, third time you do that, this is who you are. So now at this time, depending on how long you kept me in, if I got feelings for you or you draw me back or the business may be going good or whatever, now I may be in a little too deep because I gave you all of me up front, but you didn't give me all of you up front. So now the toxicity is coming in because I'm trying to work with you because you're a good person, but you got some messed up ways, you know. So you have to make that conscious decision to change on your own, or I'm not going to be around because I'm telling you, I can't emotionally take them. My mindset can't take this. I don't want to. I don't want to be around it, right?
Right.
And you study trying to figure out why, how, and reversing it, telling me I'm the problem when I know, and you really know that I'm not the problem. But this is your way of deviating, making yourself feel okay.
Yeah. And this ain't everything.
And that ain't everything.
That ain't never got it with me.
That ain't everything.
That just don't hold. No way.
That ain't everything.
No way. That I'm gonna do it because I want her to see what I'm saying. This holds.
I gotta be able to come to you and talk to you about anything. I gotta be able to have uncomfortable conversations with you. You gotta be able to be respectful in those moments. You gotta treat me like my people treat me. If I'm dating you, right? You can't come bring me chaos when you see my circle is not bringing me chaos. What make you think you can cause my world to be and make my nervous system unbalanced when my people around me don't do that? I'm exposing you to my world and you see the dynamics of how we are. Why do you think you can come in and create chaos?
And them the people that be like, you think you better. No, we just got boundaries. Nobody's going for that.
That's it.
No, you're not finna come turn my world upside down.
That's it.
Like, I got time for that. Like
this you guys, this has to be picked up on Glamorous Conversations. You got to come on Glamorous Conversations so we can get on deep. We can get in deeper with this. We gonna get back on topic real quick. Impact and inspiration. We got two more. If someone feels like they lost themselves in their diagnosis or their pain, what would you say to them?
So first of all, it ain't what I'm finna say to you. It's what we finna do, right? So what we gonna do is go do some things that you was doing that made you you. So if you went to the movies, we went to the movies. If you went skating, we're gonna go skating. We're gonna do something that's gonna familiarize you with yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Because we done seen it on movies, for example. People be having bad days and they come in there with some Oreos. I got your favorite cookies and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? It's no different than somebody in the earlier stages of dementia. What you gonna do? You're gonna try to make them remember, man, you know that, right? Same thing with people who down. What you do when you go see a person that's down? Man, come on, we gotta get you back to yourself. Come on, get up. You know you get in the shower every day. Get in the shower. I'm gonna sit right here. Go in the shower, bro. Gonna handle yourself, and then we gonna go. Oh yeah, you normally eat pizza. We finna go grab the biggest pizza. What Ned's ain't here anymore, so we'll grab something else. But we'll get you right. You dig what I'm saying? So this is one of those things you got to help them familiarize with themselves. We're gonna do something that you remember that you like. We're gonna get you up out of that. So
I love that. I mean, that's perfect. And to close everything out, at the end of the day, how do you define a life that you love no matter what you're going through?
How do I define a life that I love?
No matter what you're going through.
How can I explain that? I felt like I did. Like I said, all I know is win. All I do is be on go. I just know like I'm gonna win at the end. So I don't know. I never been asked that question. I never really have nothing negative.
It's not negative
around me. No, I'm just saying I don't ever have nothing negative around me, and then it feel like I'm not gonna win. So it's just like I'm always on win. I'm always on go. Like,
so let me ask you a question. You know how some people just go, but they're making mistakes. They haven't stopped to think if the process is going right or none of that. Do you go in that manner, or do you go stop go back to the drawing board, making
I
sure.
put my hands on my face and I analyze.
Good.
So like you talking about at the end of the day, sitting back and going like this is it's okay.
Because some people just go. And I feel like the people that just go are running away from something. Because money should never be the prize, right? You could be rich, you could have $1 million today and be broke tomorrow. That's real life stuff, right? So you should never chase the money. You should always make sure your craft is as good as it can be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you got to think about it. Let's use a basketball player for example, right?
Yeah.
You they didn't do that just for the money. They like playing ball.
Yeah.
They like doing that. That's something that they enjoy doing because you won't make no money. The first thing about it, you don't really get in the NBA till you like 18, 19 now. Them years before that, you weren't making no money. You was up all night shooting them shots and doing that. You weren't doing that just because you feel like you finna get some money when you get older. Some parents will try to make you do that so they can get money, but this was something that you love to do. You like standing out outside, being happy about a game coming on and telling the stats and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So some things, man, like
For me,
we don't go. Like I analyze everything.
you're supposed to.
Trial and error.
Supposed to.
For
Supposed
an
to.
example, like when I go sell these shirts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't go in it for the money. I think I done gave out shirts. Just here, just take a picture for me. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really wasn't really about the money. It's just something I love to do. I figure why not bring it to the people who, yeah, you got love for me. Yeah, that's what I do. Come grab this, support your boy. If you don't, that's cool or whatever. But it's just something I like to do. You know what I'm saying? I like taking my time and doing things of that nature and pressing that up, even if don't nobody come get it yet. You know what I'm saying? Then when they get it, it's like, oh yeah. So like I said, you don't know when I got that color and that them two bears up there like that. I'm not doing
That's
that no
limited
more.
editions of
Yeah, I'm not
y'all
gonna do that
trying
no
to get
more.
that. Listen.
Also rap.
I like
They're
minutes.
not- they're not
Why
gonna
you
do
got you gotta give me my high five? You leaving my
Oh,
high
I'm
five?
sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to fix the lie so everybody trying to figure out who you is over here. So,
You know, I had to tag you, girl.
I'm definitely with this.
But this has been a dope conversation. You were very live. You were very animated, but animated is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You brought some spice to the show. Some new spice to the show. Actually, we appreciate that. But before we get up out of here, I want you to tell them where can they find your shirts at and your
In your
music.
mama house in her closet. You know y'all done been over there. No, I was just playing. Bear B. Bear Dreams on Instagram. Bear Dreams 86. All together. Facebook, Brian Beverly, BRIAN, BEV as in Victor, ERLY. Or you can go to Elite Grind page, YLITEGRYND. The reason behind the Elite Grind was because I was in lead in everything I did as far as whether it be selling clothes, doing this rap, doing anything. So that's why I named it Elite Grind. So you can find me there. And then on Tidal, Bear B, Spotify, Bear B, YouTube, Bear B.
Across the board.
Across the board, everything. So yes, that's what we at. No, I don't mess with Snapchat.
Okay.
You won't find me on there.
You heard what he said. Tone, can you please drop those links in the chat? You guys can find his links in the chat. Thank you so much. It's gonna be an update with these shoes.
Should I get my OnlyFans?
No.
Deeper, darker Mac.
What?
86.
That's not true.
Deeper, darker Mac. 86.
Listen, thank you so much for tuning in to another wonderful episode of Lupus Has No Face podcast, where we talk about real life, real struggles, and lupus and beyond. Until next time.